Getting it harder way Southerntea. Back with another EP. And I'm glad y'all good folks could make it. Y'all do your boy a favor. When you roll on in, y'all smash that like button for your boy. Smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Greatly appreciate it. All right, today, this 7T right here today, this junk kind of off the wall. This just me. Oh shit, this 7T right here today just kind of off the wall. This just me, in my own mind, thinking about some shit on my own. Edward Berlanga, just had a fight this weekend, right? He fought, oh shit, what's the guy? He fought Angulo. Edward Berlanga fought Angulo, this weekend on ESPN in Top Rank. Pretty boring fight. Fight was hella boring. Uh, Interesting things happened in the fight. You know what I mean? We had a biting. You know what happened in the fight? Eric Berlanga actually bit somebody in this motherfucking fight. You know what I mean? One of the more bizarre things, that I've seen, in the ring, and I've seen some bizarre things in the ring. It's not the first time, that we've seen the person be bit in the ring. We all know famously, Mike Tyson bit Evander Holyfield's ear. I see a year. Bit Evander Holyfield's ear off, in the ring. So, this is not completely, outside of the realm of things that we've seen in this great sport of boxing, that we love so much. You know what I mean? But, this Saturday, we had a Mike Tyson reenactment, you know what I mean, from Edward Berlanga. Edward Berlanga was in a very controversial fight with Angulo, which he won the fight, but the scorecards had him winning like 10-2, and that fight was much, much closer than a 10-2 fight, which raised some eyebrows over the weekend. But we raised more eyebrows than the actual scorecards, and the results was Edward Berlanga actually taking a bite out of Angulo in the middle of the fight. So suspensions came down as they did with Mike Tyson when he beat Evander Holyfield. Suspensions came down. I think Mike Tyson got a year when he beat Evander Holyfield. Edward Berlanga got 6 months for biting Angulo. His bite wasn't as bad as the Mike Tyson Holyfield bite. So, you know what I mean? I don't think that he needed to get a year, for his crime. But this brought up something that, I thought was interesting. It brought something that I thought was hella interesting to mind, me just speaking, to myself. It got me to thinking. I remember not too long ago, right? Canelo Alvarez had to serve a suspension. Canelo Alvarez actually got a full year suspension, for using PEDs, which was cut down into a 6-month suspension. So virtually, Canelo Alvarez ended up getting a 6-month suspension. But Canelo Alvarez was suspended for taking PEDs, performance enhancing drugs. Canelo Alvarez was suspended, for cheating the system. You know what I mean? Now, Edward Berlanga took a bite out of somebody. What's good? A1 Money. Appreciate you sliding through. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all jab that like button when you come on in. Jab that like button when you come on in. But Canelo Alvarez, Edward Berlanga got his 6-month suspension, for biting someone. That's ridiculous to bite someone. This ain't a place or a time. The ring ain't no place or a time, to be digging down, biting nobody, digging your teeth into nobody, especially when it being two grown men and everybody's in that thing sweating and all that shit as such. But there's no place for biting in the ring. So I understand the 6-month suspension, you know what I mean, right there, right, with the bite. He didn't have to get a year for that. But where I'm confused at is, right, how did Canelo Alvarez get 6 months for violating a performance enhancing drug? He's at Peace King showing some love from the other account. Al Money. Okay. Appreciate you, Al Run. Okay. Appreciate you. Do your boy a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel when you roll on in. Hit the like button from both pages, my boy. You know what I mean? But yeah, how did Edward Berlanga, biting someone warrant a 6-month suspension? The same 6-month suspension as Canelo using performance enhancing drugs. One person, you know what I mean, just made a fool out of himself. You know what I mean? One person and Edward Berlanga, you know what I mean, he just made a fool out of himself, you know what I mean? But Canelo crime was much, much deeper. It was much, much more serious than what the hell Edward Berlanga did, you know what I mean? It was much, much more serious. Southerntea, What you mean? Canelo Alvarez put somebody's life in danger. Canelo Alvarez's crime put somebody's life in danger. Berlanga crime, all it did was, hurt somebody, for a second or two. If it really even hurt him, if he really bit down like that, because that he had the mouth guard in. The thing with Mike Tyson literally ripped off Evander Holyfield's ear. So I understand why he got, a 4 year for his suspension. Berlanga got the 6 month suspension, and that's cool. But that's not what I'm complaining about. What I'm complaining about is, how the hell does Berlanga get 6 months if Canelo got 6 months for cheating in the ring? Canelo actually put another fighter's life in danger. He actually put another fighter's life in danger by taking steroids, getting into the ring, and, fighting the guy. Berlanga, he beat somebody. You know what I mean? Did he put his life in danger by biting him? You already put your life in danger by boxing, right? He beat the guy with a mouthpiece in. You know what I mean? 6 months, cool. I understand they do 6 months, but how can you give Berlanga 6 months if you gave Canelo 6 months? If you're going to give Canelo 6 months, what's good, D-man? If you go give Canelo 6 months for PEDs, you can't give Berlanga 6 months for biting somebody. Berlanga got to get 2 months or a month or something like that, or just fine him. They fined Berlanga $10,000 and they suspended him for 6 months. My thing is, if you go fine him. But the 6 months suspension is really a joke, and that's what I'm saying. That's really what I'm saying. The 6 month suspension is really a joke. Most fighters take 6 months in between training camps anyway. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Most fighters take 6 months in between camps anyway. So this 6 month suspension, this 6 month thing, it's like they give 6 months to everybody that, they just want to slap on the wrist and make us think that they trying to punish. They gave Gloria Rizzo. They gave Gloria Rizzo, their racist judge that cheated Michael Fox. They gave her 6 months. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Anybody who get a 6 month suspension, they give the people on their side of the tree a 6 month suspension. People that they want to see, do well. People who are in their corner, they give them a 6 month suspension because that's a regular training camp anyway. But if you're not in that corner, let's say Big Baby Miller. Big Baby Miller used PEDs and got suspended a year. Used PEDs, then got suspended 2 years. Canelo used PEDs, got suspended 6 months. Berlanga bit somebody and got suspended 6 months. How can you give a PED user the same amount of time you give somebody that bit somebody? It's because that whole 6 month thing is a joke anyway. When they really want to punish somebody, they really do punish them. They gave John Pascal a year. They gave Big Baby Miller 2 years. But you give Canelo Alvarez 6 months for the same crime. You give Oscar Valdez no violation at all for the same crime. So Oscar Valdez can take steroids, get caught with PEDs, come back, still have his fight, no suspension, no fine. Berlanga bite somebody, get a 6 months suspension and the fine. If y'all go fine and suspend somebody for biting, you got to suspend somebody for PEDs, right, Oscar Valdez? And you go suspend somebody 6 months for PEDs, you got to suspend Berlanga less than 6 months for biting somebody because it's not the same. That shit don't make sense. You know what I mean? This just me in my own bag, in my own head, you know what I mean? Just thinking on this shit. Like, a lot of this shit in boxing don't make sense to me. Let me say what's up to my people that came in the building. What's good, Ben? Shout out my girl to have a do. We just sliding through this junk. My guy Al Money, my guy Curtis Swell, my guy D-Man Jr. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, but we are about to rob the bookie. Shortly, we are about to rob the bookie. The early game started at noon. So, catch me about 10, 10:30. We gonna come get together and we gonna rob the bookie. I'm gonna try to make them jumps about an hour. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all tune in for that. But that's all I got. Skin the heart away, Southerntea. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but just the present. That's how you rock it. And I'm out. Love.